Jane Martin, Dog Detective by Eve Bunting. Jane pinned the poster on the pole. It said, "Have you lost a dog? Let me find it for you. Jane Martin, Dog Detective, 23 Oak Street. My treehouse is at the back. Fee, 25 cents a day." Jane had made 10 posters. This was the last one. Now she could go home and wait. Soon she would be a dog detective. Jane did not have to wait long. A boy yelled from under the tree, "Are you the dog detective?" "Yes." Jane came down her tree ladder. She took out her notebook. "I am Tim Wilson," the boy said. "My dog Charlie has been dog-napped." "Charlie was not in his doghouse this morning," Tim told her. "Someone left this note." Jane read the note. "I have taken Charlie. If you give me $100, I will get him back." Jane said. "Who do you know who needs $100? "Everybody," Tim said. "Everybody is too many to watch. We will go to your house. You can show me a picture of Charlie. I will look for clues." First, Tim showed her Charlie's doghouse. Jane tried to crawl inside. The doghouse was too small. "Charlie is not very big," Jane said. "I can see you are a good detective," Tim said. Jane nodded. "I can also see that Charlie is very tidy. There is no dish, no bone, no water. He is not always tidy. The dog-napper took his dish and his bone and his hoop. He took Charlie's things so Charlie would be happy." "Perhaps," Jane said. "Or perhaps there is a clue here. What does Charlie do with his hoop?" "He can roll his hoop with his nose. Charlie is smart. He can even count. When I ask his age, he barks 4 times. Charlie always wins the smartest dog prize at the dog show. The show is next week. I hope you can find him by then." Tim showed Jane a picture of his dog. Charlie was small and white and furry. Jane tapped her head. "I am thinking. Someone wants to pretend Charlie is his dog. He will put Charlie in the show and he will get the first prize." "The prize is $5, Tim said. "Who do you know who needs $5? "Everybody." "Everybody is too many to watch. First, we must see the list of the dogs that will be in the dog show." The dog show man was sorry that Charlie had been dog-napped. He showed them the names and kinds of dogs in the show. "We can rule out some of these," Jane told him. "No one could make Charlie look like a German Shepherd, or a Great Dane, or a sheepdog. Charlie is too small." She licked her pencil. "I need to check Patsy, Rover, Biff, and Flash. They are all small." "You don't have to check Flash," Tim said. "I know him. He belongs to Susie. He is a very dumb dog. Do you know how dumb he is? He barks when there is no one at the door. When someone is there, Flash never barks. How is that for dumb? I wonder why Susie put him in the dog show." Jane said. "The dog-napper will not get away with this," Tim said. "The judges know Charlie. They will not be fooled." She closed her notebook. "The dog-napper may put dark glasses on Charlie, but I am a detective. That dog-napper will not fool me. I will find Charlie. You can go home now, Tim. Charlie may come back. Remember, he is a smart dog." "Good luck," the dog show man said. Jane went first to the house where Patsy lived. But Patsy was a mother dog. She had 10 puppies. "You can't be Charlie," Jane said. She went to Rover's house. Rover had long ears. "You can't be Charlie," Jane said. "I don't think your ears grew since yesterday." She went to Biff's house. Biff was very small. "You can't be Charlie," Jane said. She thought and thought. "Flash is the only dog left on my list," she said. "And Tim knows Flash, so Susie could not change Charlie for Flash. But why would Susie put such a dumb dog. Jane stopped. Aha, she said. She felt like a real detective. Jane ran to Flash's house. She rang the bell. A dog barked. Susie came to the door. Hi, Jane said. She showed Susie her dog detective badge. I want to see Flash. Why? Susie asked. I am on a big case, Jane said. Flash! Flash! Susie called. No dog came. I will have to get him, Susie said. She came back with a little dog. He didn't have new puppies. His ears were not too long. He wasn't too small. He could have been Charlie, but he was black. Jane thought. Susie could have dyed him. Susie put the dog down. Sit, she said. The dog lay down. Up, Susie said. The dog rolled over. I can see that this is not Charlie, Jane said. This dog is not very smart. He must be Flash. But she knew that Susie had Charlie. She had worked it out in her detective brain. She still had to prove it. She remembered what Tim told her. How old are you, Charlie? She shouted very, very loudly. From the back of the house came 4 barks. Charlie had answered. The game is over, Jane told Susie. Bring Charlie to me. Susie looked scared. How did you know? She asked Jane. Why would you put a dumb dog in the dog show? It did not make sense. A detective checks when something doesn't make sense. When I rang the bell, a dog barked. Flash does not bark when someone comes to the door. A small white dog ran into the room. Bark once if you are Charlie, Jane said. The little dog barked. How did you get out? Susie asked. He's a smart dog, Jane said. Just then, someone rang the doorbell. Oh dear, Susie said. I hope that is not the police. It was not the police. It was Tim. He ran in when Susie opened the door. Charlie jumped into his arms. Oh, Charlie, Tim said. I could not stay home, he told Jane. So I went to Patsy's house. I went to Rover's house. I went to Biff's house. And then I came here. I heard Charlie bark. Why did you steal him, Susie? I was going to give Charlie back, but first I wanted him to teach Flash his tricks. Flash does not like to be dumb. Susie bent to stroke Flash. That is why she took the hoop, Jane told Tim. Charlie could use the hoop to teach Flash. I asked for $100, Susie said. It would take a long time for you to get $100. It would give Flash time to learn, but I don't think he ever will. He is a very dumb dog. All dogs can learn, Tim said. I could teach him. Tim was excited. I will become a dog trainer. I will put up posters like Jane's. Tim Wilson, dog trainer, 25 cents a week. Do you want to hire me? Yes, please, Susie said. Then I will not press charges, Tim said. But you can pay the detective. Then you can pay me to teach Flash. Jane opened her notebook. She wrote, Charlie Wilson, found, safe, and smart as ever. Case closed. Signed, Jane Martin, dog detective.